It takes a lot of time to manage different crews of contractors.
Can you share some of your successes and the difficulties as a real estate investor?
I feel that there's always going to be difficulties when you're getting into this space, especially if you're anything like myself, you want to be doing this, professionally. There's difficulties and challenges at pretty much every stage you get to. There was a few main challenges that stick out. I would say that dealing with contractors and managing contractors, and this wasn't right at the beginning, but this is more so when I started to scale myself up. I have 10 flips on the go right now, but when I started to scale myself up from doing one deal to doing about 12, I'll probably do more than 12 deals this year, 12 flips. I found that it takes a lot of time to manage different crews of contractors. So that's probably the biggest difficulty that I've ran into since scaling up my business is making myself available enough so I can keep a close enough eye on the projects that things are being done on time. There's not a whole bunch of overruns, and I'm not paying, more money than I initially was projecting for the renovations and things like that. So that was one of the bigger challenges. I've remedied that now. I have my twin brother. He moved out to Winnipeg here. I'm based in Winnipeg now. He moved out here in January. So I've been, spending some time training him on project management. So he's actually managing quite a few of my houses at this moment. So that's been, very helpful. But surrounding myself with people, with some good quality people that I could trust to take care of some of those details. That's sort of how I remedied the challenge, but that was one of them. Mm-hmm. As far as successes, I've been professionally investing now for the last, coming up on 3 years. So I would consider myself to be a little bit newer, even though I'm very highly trained now. I've done a lot of education. One of the major success milestones was actually fairly recently. It was only a few weeks ago. I closed on 3 houses on the same day, which was really nice. That was a success for me. Maybe not as much as some other people that are doing crazy volume or doing very large buildings, multifamily or something. But for me to close on 3 properties on the same day, all 3 different vendors also, that was pretty nice. The other one I would say is now that I'm a little more established, I'm doing the AllCash model for all of the buildings that I'm doing. Like every building that I'm doing now is all cash. So I'm not using banks, I'm not using hard lenders, I'm just using private investors, and I'm paying cash for everything, which is really nice. That was one thing that I was hoping to accomplish, over the first couple of years when I was first getting into this. That's something that I learned from Stefan Arnio. That's how he used to operate, was the AllCash. I don't see that many people doing the AllCash model now, especially with like 10 houses at once. Like that's a lot. It's very capital intensive. Mm-hmm. But that would be, to answer your question, that would be another success, is that I'm doing the AllCash model and I'm doing quite a lot of volume now.